Hey guys, today we will discuss how Sage Mode works. What benefits does it come with? What training does someone need to undergo? How many types there are? What are the prerequisites to becoming a Sage, etc. This is just my interpretation of how it works. Tell me in the comments what you agree with and what you don't. There are 4 types of confirmed Sage modes in the show. There is Toad Sage mode, Snake Sage mode, Hashirama Sage mode, which we don't really know what type of Sage mode it is. We have theories which include but are not limited to human sage mode, sun sage mode, slug sage mode, etc. There is also 6-path sage mode. So for the most part, we thought there were only 2 requirements for training sage mode. Those being a high amount of chakra so that the nature energy doesn't instantly take you over. And you need to have the guts to never give up even in the face of life-threatening training. Then in the war arc, we get the knowledge that apparently you need a strong body for Sage mode from Kabuto. Orochimaru failed to become a sage due to his body. However, I disagree with this as we know that Orochimaru's jutsu makes the body he inhabits try to expel his soul after a certain amount of time. It can also be argued that the body in question that could not undergo Sage mode was Orochimaru's vessel, not his original body. At the same time, that entire strong body argument is only ever in regards to Snake Sage mode users. There is also the fact that most Sage mode users don't really follow the same pattern. So let's first establish what the strong body could mean. I have 3 arguments for what it could mean. First, it could mean that your body's durability needs to be higher than an average person's by some arbitrary amount. Secondly, it could mean that the Sage mode trainee needs to have a lot of physical energy in their body. Or lastly, it could mean that they need to have a stronger than average life force. So for the first argument, I have gone over this in other videos as well, but both Hashirama and Minato, who are both perfect sages, have showings which imply that this is probably not the requirement. As per the second argument, Jiraiya, while an imperfect sage, Kabuto, who is a perfect sage, and Minato, who is also a perfect sage, have never been stated or shown to have a lot of physical energy. I'm not saying that they don't have a lot of chakra, but physical energy in particular has never been specified. And as for life force, once again, Minato, Jiraiya, and Kabuto are never stated or shown to have some strong or huge amount of life force. I would even argue Naruto doesn't have a strong or large amount of life force either. Kurama does. The argument can also be made that Toad Sage mode doesn't require a strong body because the trainee slowly learns how to sense and merge nature energy with their chakra. That's compared to Snake Sage mode where they are just injected by a large amount of nature energy and either survive or die. So maybe only Snake Sages need a strong body because of the way they learn the technique. Even if we go into Boruto, Mitsuki, who is a Snake Sage and a genetic clone of Orochimaru, never had any problem with his body when using Sage mode. A Sage gets enhanced ninjutsu, taijutsu, and genjutsu. And the way this works is that the chakra quality of a person increases in Sage mode by merging it with nature energy. They also get enhanced durability. They get a potent sensory perception which can allow them to sense even an entire planet if they are trained enough. The nature energy boost to ninjutsu is not just as simple as bigger jutsu or stronger jutsu. There is that too, of course, but at the same time, with their control over nature energy, a sage can make certain changes in their jutsu, such as Naruto learning how to throw the Rasen Shuriken, him being able to increase or decrease its size without naturally needing to be in contact with it. Kabuto and other snake sages learn a jutsu called Inorganic Reincarnation, using which he can make inorganic things alive. Naruto and other Toad sages learn a kind of taijutsu which lets them use nature energy to hit other people with nature energy without physical contact. They also don't need to use their eyes. They also get precognition. Along with that, there are also some other Sage mode specific jutsu such as Frog Strike, White Extreme Attack, etc. Well, as for drawbacks, the form itself doesn't really have any. The drawbacks are mostly in entering the form, such as, well, if you fail the training, you die. But let's say that they did manage to survive through the training and became a sage. Well, in that case, they still need to enter Sage mode to use it in a fight, obviously. And since the entire principle of Sage Mode is to accumulate nature energy and mix it with your own chakra through stillness, they obviously cannot do that mid-fight. As such, they either need to just enter a fight in Sage Mode or have their allies distract their enemies long enough for them to enter Sage Mode. There is also a drawback of the form having a time limit, such as Naruto only being able to enter it for 5 minutes in the Pain Arc. But once again, this can be increased with training. Well, that's my interpretation of how Sage Mode works. Tell me what you guys think, or maybe if there are any video ideas that you have in the comments. I would appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content.